What's up, everybody? I'm back, and now I'm playing World 3 on Super Mario Bros. 3, which is Waterland. So let's get started with Stage 1. Okay, if you float down to the bottom, you'll find a question mark box with a power-up. Go on ahead and grab it if you need it. Now, the swim in this game is just like any other Mario games. Pressing A makes you swim. Now, here you can take two ways. Either you can go up and across, drop down, grab the power up, and go back down. But what I'm going to do is take the second way. It's more difficult, but you get coins and you also get a power up. I suggest the top path for the more for the beginner players, and the bottom path for the more advanced players. Now you have to watch out for these crap, I can't even get the name of them. You have to watch out for the crud. It'll come to me later. I just woke up, so forgive me. Anyhow, here's another secret of the level. You just have to be careful not to bounce too far off the music boxes and hitting the underwater piranha plant. Grab the coins, hit this block, and you get a 1-up. Now be careful when you float back to the top. You'll have one of the sea urchins waiting for you. So you exit the pipe, run, jump, grab the card. And that's stage 1. Alright, now for stage 2. This is one with moving platforms and also a whole bunch of cheats. And you also have the lightweight donuts, which is, you see, they fall if you stand on them for too long. So if you saw me hit that block there, you get a star. Now here's a benefit that'll help you a lot through getting into the stage. If you don't let the star power run out, by the time you get to another block, you get more star power. See the P block? That helps turn the actual coins into blocks. That's good for just about anybody. Just be careful not to run into any of the swimming cheats, because if you do fall in the water, you do have to swim and try and stay afloat. Otherwise, Mario will drown and die. Okay, now I'm back at the in-house. Let's see, 20 coins. Shoot. Oh well, at least I got 2 items out of the deal. Now let's see what I can get out of Toad's house. Now that's something interesting I always thought of when I'm playing this on the NES. Why is Mario throwing green fireballs in Toad's house? But anyhow, I got the frog suit. What the frog suit does is it lets you swim better while you're underwater, but it's pretty much useless while you're on dry land. So now I'm going to stage 3. Now this is a stage where the actual platform rises up and down. Plus I have the giant cheap to worry about, whom I usually call Calvin. Now if you let Calvin eat you, you die regardless of... Oh crud. shouldn't have done that. Anyhow, if you let Calvin eat you, regardless of what power up you have, you'll die. There was a P block right back at the other part of the stage also, but I mistakenly killed the Koopa Trooper, so I couldn't get it. Now let me show you a not so well known secret. This is one I found out later also. If you're brave enough to do this, you go all the way to the right past the pipe where you're supposed to exit the stage, drop down, and grab the 1-up. And that's stage 3. Okay, now we get to go against the Hammer Brother. The good thing is, I'm actually playing as Fire Mario. If I were Little Mario, I would be messed up. Because if you duck down, see, Mario now has to swim. Just use your fire power to knock out the Hammer Brother. And there was an unexpected raccoon leaf that just popped up. I'm not going to say no to that. Okay, now we're at the first mini fortress of World 3. This one can be pretty tricky because of the fact that it has multiple entrances that basically lead to an underground pool. So the key here, make sure that you don't get hit by the thwomps or by the boo ghosts. Watch out for the dry bones troopers. They are a little bit more difficult to see because of the fact that they blend in with the background a little bit. Now if you go all the way to the end of the hall, you'll enter a room where you can hit invisible blocks filled with coins, drop down, get these other coins. Okay, now from the second thwomp, the second door takes you to a platform where you have another box. Now this one is tricky because again, if you fall down there, you have to swim back to the top and enter a pipe. So make sure you're facing as close to the water as you can, hit the block, and hurry up and grab the 1-up before it falls. Now I'll go backwards, just for the benefit of the doubt. Ah! Oh snap, I didn't see that coming. And I didn't see that coming either. Okay, so there goes my trying to beat the game without dying. Oh well, not a big loss. Let's try this again. It was kind of good that I died anyways, mainly because of the fact that now you get to see the actual method of how to find the correct entrance. Dodge the first thwomp and the dry bones troopers and the boo ghosts. Go past the second thwomp and enter the third door after the second thwomp. This will take you to the top, go in the other door, and you'll meet up with Boom Boom. Now Boom Boom's a little bit different here. As you can see, instead of moving around really fast and jumping, he actually flies. Oh crap, not again. So he is a little bit more trouble this time around. But defeating him is the same rule. Stomp on him 3 times, or shoot him down if you have flower power, and he's done. Let's see if I can grab a couple of extra lives first before I go any further. I guess not. Ooh, that was ugly. Okay, now grab a fork. You have two choices, stage 4 or stage 5. I'm going to go to stage 4 first, mainly because of the fact it's the easier of the, actually it's the more difficult of the two, to me. Just have to be careful, keep your eyes open, and watch out for the enemies. Unlike what I'm doing here, because I got bit by a Cheep Cheep. Okay. Now you have a lot of traps here. Because now you have I have a piranha plant that's hanging upside down trying to get me. And it shoots 2 fireballs. Hurry up and get that power up before I die again. And those fireballs have quite the range too. Now here, if you saw what I just did, I just stomped a Lakatu. When you see the Lakatu, get rid of him as fast as you can, or that will happen. Yeah, the Lakatus are quite the nuisance on this game, and you will see them a lot. Especially if you go to World 5, which you'll see in another video. Okay. Now let's go to stage 5. For this one, I'm going to show you the actual use of the frog suit, since it's all underwater. To control Mario while you're using the frog suit, you just press the directional pad and the button you want him to go. It's that simple. And if you need to swim fast, hold down the A button, and then again control Mario while you're using the D-pad. And that's all there is to it. I did not know that was down there. Honestly, I did not know that was down there. But I know that was there. This is one of the advantages of using the frog suit while you're underwater. You get to access areas whereas normal Mario or any other power-up Mario, you can't. So like I mentioned earlier, it's horrible when you're on land. See how slow he moves? But if you're in the water, it works great. So that's stage 3 for you. And I get another in-house. Yay! Let's see. Well, I know where another 1-up is. Okay, this is getting to be a little bit too easy now. Okay. Let's see if I can grab another item. I got another frog suit. Awesome. Because I'm going to need it later on, which you'll see in another video. I'm actually going to need it in World 4. Now you see this rock here? Most people would grab the hammer and they would use it to smash it. and they would take the boat across the screen, where you will find a whole lot of houses from Toad, as well as the slide game for where you can get a bunch of one-ups. Personally, I think they're a waste of time, so I'm not going to try and go for them. Instead, I'm going to play stage 6. Yeah, and get the power up as soon as you can, because trying to play this stage as Frog Suit Mario is pretty much suicide. This is one of the trickier stages in the game. Ah, crap. So you have to be careful. Not only is it automatic scrolling stage, but you have the red Koopa Troopers, which actually do not fall off the ledge, but rather... Shoot. I'm messing up big time. Now this is the trickiest part of World 3 in my opinion. Not only do you have to keep yourself balanced with these donut blocks, but you also have the pinwheel there that spins every so often. If you jump on it at the wrong time, it will knock you off and likely you're going to die. So timing is very crucial here. Now usually in this instance, if a player gets to this point, they skip stage 7 altogether and go straight to stage 8. But I'm not ready to face another round of Big Calvin yet, so I'm going to go to stage 7 and start off with grabbing a raccoon leaf as well as a coin. And if you didn't see what I just did, there's a 1-up basically in that cluster of blocks. Now there are players that are way more experienced than me. They may be able to help me figure this out. Now as I go up this ladder, grab these coins. Now there's a P block here. Now I hit the P block. I really do not know what that P block was for. If anyone has the answer, please tell me. Does it lead to a secret compartment, or does it just help me grab more coins, or what? I'm really wanting to know. So like I said, if anyone knows, please tell me. Whoa, that was close. I know, other than that, the stage is fairly simple. Again, just keep your eyes open, watch where you're going, and you'll be fine. Alright, now for the second mini fortress. This is all underwater also. But since I'm trying to save my frog suit for World 4, which is Giant Land, spoiler, I'll just try and muscle through it as regular Mario. Besides, Fire Mario helps out a lot here to get rid of these annoying cheeps. Now you have the Boo Ghosts and tubes. Be very careful, because they do move back and forth and you only have a narrow window of space to move around. Okay, so here's Boom Boom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 shots with the fire flower and he's done. Let's see if I can get some more extra lives first. I just might be able to pull this one off. This one's a fire flower. And I got it. Fire flowers are worth 3 extra lives. Not as good as the star, but hey, not bad either. Now, stage 8. The rematch with Calvin! Or the giant Cheep Cheep. And if you notice, the water goes much higher on this stage than it does in the US version. The US version is already hard enough. But now I gotta deal with this. Grab the music note and get the power up down from it. Okay, now these 2 white blocks here, you know, you're able to grab them and hold them for a certain amount of time before they disappear. You can use them to knock out enemies. Now what I'm waiting on, get rid of the big Cheep Cheep. What I want to do is grab one, take it over here, hit it, and get the 1-up. Now the water's starting to rise again, so I need to go back to high ground where it's safe. Gotcha. Now the awesome thing about this game is if you are on a vine or a ladder, you still can shoot fireballs while you're on the ladder. Whoa. Ah! He almost got me. Urgh. These really do come in handy. I mean, the key thing here is to take your time. Most people have a tendency to rush. Unless you're really, really, really good at this stage, I recommend just taking your time. Just act as if the world timer does not exist. Whoa. And I keep forgetting. Okay, and I'm running out of time. Now I'm just going to pretend that doesn't exist. Now there's a reason why I'm trying to get all the coins here. I think it's in this stage where you actually get to Toad's secret warehouse. As you can see how difficult that is. Not only am I running out of time, but that giant Cheep Cheep's really wanting to take a bite out of me right now. Grab the P block at the bottom, grab the 1-up, and then run for dear life. Whew, that was hard. Yep, there's Toad's secret house. So we'll go here and see what he has for us. Got a P-Wing. Awesome. So now I got to go back and take out this last Hammer Brother. This one's on all land, so this one's pretty simple. It's just fun knocking out all of the blocks. You may not always get items, but hey, still fun nonetheless. Alright, stage 9. This one isn't overly difficult, but it's not a walk in the park either. This one's basically, to me, a fun stage. Ah! Darn it! Now I gotta show you the secret I know for this stage the hard way. What? Oh, my mushroom disappeared. That was dirty. Okay, so if you gathered from me being so quiet, that's because sometimes I'm not that good at talking and playing video games at the same time. So to show you the shortcut, go to the end of the stage, remove all the obstacles, go down the pipe, and go back to your left. Be sure not to hit any of the cheeps. Just go all the way to the left. Make sure you don't fall. That's a tricky spot as well. Now go down this pipe. Ah! I missed it. Now I have to do it all over again. But at least I get to start off from a midpoint. Personally, I'm glad that I'm not trying to skip these because of the fact that you can see I'm not a perfect gamer. Okay, let's try this again. Go to the right, hit the big block. Oh, come on. Then get the frog suit. Now you will need the frog suit at this part. It's much easier. Just take your time, go slowly. The cheeps are much easier to avoid because again, you have a narrow window as far as getting past them. Go up the pipe and hop your way to the finish line. And that's stage 9. Okay, so you go down the pipe and look at what you find. Hey, it's the castle. If you see that's Toad's house over there, remember you have to get there using that little canoe boat that I told you about earlier. But since I decided not to, you may see that in a future episode of me just messing around or something. Okay, so I'm at the castle of the ruler of Waterland. I'm not sure what kind of creature that is. But at any rate, I have to fight the next Koopa Kid as Frog Suit Mario. And I hop onto the 3rd Doom ship of the game. Now this one has the racket wrenches starting off, as well as Bullet Bill. This is one of the more difficult stages in the game too. I'm going to see if I can't. Ah! Crap. Crap. That turned out well. Well, the good thing is I'll finish all the main stages, so I don't have to worry about trying to go through another action scene, then going back to the Doom ship. So now I'm going to show you what the anchor does. Use the anchor, then the mushroom, because I would not dare go on this Doom ship as regular Mario. There's no way. And that's one of the reasons why. Come on. There we go. That's one of the trickier parts, having to dodge 4 bullets at once. Now this here Continuously hop on it, because if you don't, you'll slip through and fall. Now, it's not a big of a deal in this Doom ship, but later on in the game, if you see those, if you don't hop and you fall through, 9 times out of 10, you are going to die. And as you can see, I took the top route. Alright, so now I get to fight Cutie Pie Koopa. She's different from the other Koopas thus far. She fires rings at you, and then she hops around. Now, having to dodge all 3 rings and have her jump super high, it is quite a nuisance. So watch yourself when you're fighting Cutie Pie Koopa. So now that Cutie Pie is down, I get to turn the ruler of Waterland back to normal. And he looks like a clone of Mario. That's pretty interesting. So I get another letter from the princess, and I get a music box, which, if you go back and watch my video of playing World 2 Desert Land, then the music box is what puts the Hammer Brothers on the map screen to sleep. Therefore, you won't have to fight them. Now, about Cutie Pie. She's the only female of Bowser's children, and she is a complete brat. She's, in my opinion, the most humorous of the Koopa children, just because of the fact that even though she's supposed to be a teenager, she whines so much. Anything that she wants, she gets. Anything that she already has, she gets more of. Pretty much, Koopa turns into a permissive parent when he's dealing with her, which is why she's a spoiled brat. But there is some good things about Cutie Pie. She knows how to focus. If she wants something, she ain't gonna let go of that idea. She's gonna keep whining, keep whining, keep whining until she gets exactly what she wants, and nothing less. Now, I got that from the Mario 3 DVD that I have, of the Adventures of Super Mario Bros. 3. But like I said, Cutie Pie is actually my favorite of the Koopa kids. I don't know why, she's just funny. Actually, I have a good friend of mine that reminds me of Cutie Pie, but she's not as much of a spoiled brat. So anyhow, enough of my rambling. I'm going to save state here, and I'll see you guys next video when I play World 4, which will be Giant Land. Hope to see you there, and till next time.